Step into reading 5. A sports reader. Baseball's best. 5 true stories by Andrew Guttell. The Hall of Fame. Every year, hundreds of thousands of people visit Cooperstown, New York. What makes this quiet little town so special? It is the home of the Baseball Hall of Fame, a museum that honors more than 200 of greatest stars who ever played the game. Each of these home run hitters, record breakers, and World Series winners has a story that got him where he is, in the Hall of Fame. Here are 5 of those stories, thrilling, incredible, and absolutely true. Chapter 1. The Babe Calls His Shot. It's the 3rd game of the 1932 World Series. The mighty New York Yankees have come to Chicago to play the Cubs. The Yankees have already won the first 2 games of the series. The Cubs must win today if they are to have any chance at all of becoming world champs. 50,000 loyal Cub fans pack Wrigley Field. They know that the Yankees and their fans heckled and embarrassed the Cubs in New York. Now it's their turn. The Chicago rooters have prepared a nasty welcome for the Yankees and especially for the greatest Yankee of them all, Babe Ruth. George Herman Ruth has been playing Major League Ball since 1914. As a pitcher, Babe helps hurl the Boston Red Sox to 2 world championships. But what really catches everyone's attention is his hitting. Babe can sock a baseball out of sight. When Ruth is traded to the Yankees, he moves from the pitcher's mound to the outfield and takes New York City by storm. So many fans want to see him play that after a few years, the team built a new, bigger ballpark. In the very first game, the Babe drills a game-winning homer into the upper deck. No wonder everyone soon starts calling Yankee Stadium the house that Ruth built. Ruth is baseball's first superstar. His cocky and confident style has made him the most colorful player ever to step into the batter's box. But some claim that he is getting old and is no longer the player he once was. Fans wonder whether he will be able to make the difference in his crucial game. Now that the Yankees take the field in their showdown with the Cubs, the crowd boos Ruth. But the Babe just laughs. He and teammate Lou Gehrig take batting practice. As the Cub fans watch, the 2 slugglers knock one ball after another into the bleachers. This show of Yankee power makes the fans madder. When the Babe trots out to left field to warm up, the fans hurl lemons at him. "Get off the field, old-timer," they shout. The game begins. In the very first inning, Ruth shows what he's got left. He smacks a home run to put the Yankees ahead 3-0. But the Cubs fight back. In the 4th inning, a Cub batter hits a sinking line drive to left field. Babe races in and tries to catch the ball before it bounces. To the delight of the crowd, the ball rolls past him for a double. That helps the Cubs tie the score. Suddenly, the outcome of the game and the series is in doubt. In the 5th inning, Ruth is again at bat. The crowd is roaring at him. The Cub players are shouting from the bench too. Ruth looks up at the stands, calm and cool as ever. The first pitch from Charlie Root is a strike. But Ruth does not swing. Instead, he holds up a finger as if to say, "That's one." Soon, Ruth zips another strike past Ruth. Now, Babe holds up 2 fingers. 1 more strike to go. The crowd is really going wild. Ruth shouts something at the Cubs bench. He seems to be pointing to a flagpole in the center field bleachers. It's as if he's saying to the pitcher, I'm going to throw the next ball you throw into the bleachers, and you can't stop me. Ruth steps back into the batter's box. Ruth goes into his wind-up. He pitches. Ruth swings, and there is a loud crack. The ball blasts off Ruth's bat. Like a rocket, it soars to center field. The ball sails into the bleachers and lands a few feet from the flagpole. It has gone just where the babe said it would. Ruth circles the bases. For a moment, the stunned crowd is silent. Then, Yankee fans and Cub fans rise to their feet and applaud. They can't help themselves. Ruth has performed an incredible feat. Does any other player have such a nerve or talent? He has challenged the Cubs and their fans and won. The Yankees go on to take the game. The next day, they win again to sweep the series. Suppose you hadn't connected? A reporter asked Ruth after the game. I never thought of that, says Babe. I surely would have looked like a fool. So many years have passed since the Bambino hit that 1 in a million homer. Now it has become part of legend, one of the best sports stories ever. But many fans and baseball historians still wonder, did Babe Ruth really call his shots? In the noise and excitement, it was hard to know for certain. In 1932, there was no television. No one can look at that instant replay to decide. The only proof is a home movie taken by a fan in the stands that day. It shows for certain that the Babe was up to something in the batter's box. But exactly what was he doing? That remains a mystery. Even the players on the field disagree about what happened that day. Cubs pitcher Charlie Root says, "If he had tried to show me up like that, I'd knock him on the seat of his pants." But many of Ruth's teammates insist that he called his shot. Of course, only one man knew for sure what happened that day. That was Babe Ruth himself. But the Babe never did set the record straight. He loved to tell people how he called his shot, but the story did change a little every time he told it. Sometimes he hinted that he didn't call it. All I wanted to do was give the ball a ride out of the park anywhere, he told one reporter. Well, maybe Babe Ruth called his shot and maybe he didn't. Either way, one thing is certain. The Babe stepped onto the field that day in Chicago with 2 things in mind. He wanted to have a little fun, and he wanted to give the fans their money's worth. And that's just what he did.